was Saturday, August 15th. It was warm in Raleigh City. We were working the day watch out of Traffic Division. My partner's name was Fred. The boss was Captain Moody. My name's Sergeant Joe Flighty. At 5:15 p.m., we were at the corner of 10th Street and North Avenue in East Raleigh. We got a call to proceed to the crossroads south of State Highway 14 off Low Valley Road. A southbound freight train struck a car, stalled on the tracks, killing the driver. At the scene, my partner and I questioned the train engineer and his assistant. This is the story. All right, Fred, just the facts.
All right, here's what we got. The train was a 20-car freight pulled by a single locomotive. It picked up 2 freight cars from a siding at Raleigh Castor Company at 4 p.m. and pulled onto the main line at 4:40. At approximately 4:45, the train crossed the railway bridge and began to gather speed for the climb up the grade to Low Summit. Now, the engineer stated that the crossing signal just south of the railway bridge showed green when they passed it, meaning that the automatic crossing gate had been lowered at both Back Road Crossing and at Low Valley Road Crossing, a mile to the south, closing both crossings to automobile traffic. The train picked up considerable speed at that point, and the engineer and his assistant were watching the cab. Both men stated that as the train approached Back Road Crossing, they saw an automobile standing on the tracks. Neither man could see the crossing gate, but each was certain that the signal light at the crossing showed green. Emergency brakes were applied, but the train was unable to stop before colliding with the automobile. The time of the collision was approximately 4:55 p.m. The vehicle, a 1949 Ford Roadster, state vehicle license number W3317, was destroyed. The driver crushed to death. The driver carried no identification. You getting all this, Joe?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, the driver was male, Caucasian, approximately 25 years of age, about 6 feet tall, of slender build with dark hair, wearing black pants, a black silk shirt, and sunglasses. The medical examiner reports that the driver was in poor physical condition, showed signs of deterioration associated with alcoholism, and apparently consumed as much as a pint of alcohol within the hour before he died. Motor Vehicles reports registration of the vehicle standing in the name of Otto Greasy, owner of the Greasy Garage on South Avenue in Raleigh City. Mr. Greasy reports that he rented the car at about noon on Friday to one L.I. Burrell of Washington, D.C. Sergeant Flighty and I inspected the crossing signal control box at Back Road Crossing. We found signs of tampering and discovered that the red warning light had been disconnected and both signal wires connected to the green light. In the wreckage of the automobile, we found an empty pint of rye whiskey and a tattered pom-pom in the Raleigh High School colors.
Personally, Fred.
Yeah, Joe?
It was no accident that killed the driver of the 49 Ford.
Yeah?
Yeah, I call it murder.
We checked in with headquarters and we were ordered to return immediately. When we got there, Captain Moody told us we were working the night shift out of missing persons and handed us a report of a disturbance at the Grand Hotel in Raleigh City concerning one Rockford N. Rowley, alias Rock and Rolly. The report was filed by the manager of the hotel. The investigating officer reported that, number one, Rock and Rolly checked into the Grand Hotel at noon today, accompanied by Joseph K. Arledge, his business manager, and was given the Grand Suite, which had been reserved for him. Number two, Joseph K. Arledge left the hotel at 12:30 p.m. and told the desk clerk that Mr. Rowley was asleep and was not to be disturbed. Number three, at 1:45 p.m., a message was delivered to the hotel addressed to Mr. Rowley. The desk clerk described the person who delivered the message as a young woman wearing a scarf and dark glasses. The clerk slipped the note under the door to Mr. Rowley's suite. He noticed that an exterior lock had been mounted on the door and that this lock prevented the door from being opened from within. Number four, the desk clerk called the manager's attention to the lock, and the manager, after investigating, called the locksmith. The door to the Grand Suite was opened by the locksmith at approximately 2:50 p.m. No one was in the room, but sheets had been stripped from the bed and tied together to form an escape ladder that hung from the windowsill. Number five, at 3:15 p.m., a bomb exploded in the room adjacent to Rock and Rolly's suite. No one was in the room at the time, and no one was hurt. The occupant of the room, one L.I. Burrell, had checked out at approximately 1:15 p.m.
Fred?
Yeah, Joe?
You've done your homework.
Gee, thanks, Joe. Number six, a white 1958 Cadillac automobile registered to Rockford N. Rowley was found parked in the hotel garage. Number 7, at approximately 7 o'clock this evening, Raleigh City police officers observed Joseph K. Arledge entering Maltese Falcon Malt Shop and Cafe, along with a party of several others. The captain ordered a stakeout and issued an all-points bulletin for the whereabouts of Rock and Rollie. Number 8. Police records from 5 years ago revealed that one Becky Sue Lamore, a high school student, was killed at Backroads Crossing while riding as a passenger in a 1949 Ford Roadster registered to Rockford and Raleigh. Okay, Joe, that's what I got.
Good job, Fred. Now for the bad news. Each of you was wanted for questioning in the murder of an unidentified man at 4:45 p.m. this afternoon at Backroads Crossing. We're also investigating the disappearance of rock and roll musician Rock and Rollie. Captain Moody will question you later this evening concerning these facts. Until then, you may not leave these premises. Oh, and one more thing. If this case ever makes it to the evening television, the names will be changed to protect the innocent, if any of you are innocent.